Aman.
And I'm Ray.
Welcome back to the channel.
Yes, welcome. So grateful that you keep coming back.
Come on now, that's right. Now, real quick, we're gonna just jump right into it. Ain't no need to go through explanations, all that type of stuff like we normally do. We're gonna get right into the story. PNB Rock was murdered and robbed at a Roscoe and Chicken Waffle House in LA.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
sir.
Okay. Now we're getting a lot of, I'm getting a lot of information saying that, why can't we wear what we want to wear, shop what we want to shop, drive what we want to drive, and not worry about somebody robbing us, especially our own.
In a perfect world, that sounds really amazing.
Yes.
Really amazing.
It does.
However.
Yes. But let's be real, okay? You rocking, I saw one video where the young brother was talking about $85,000 for a watch, some thousands he had on his neck, some thousand for a ring and stuff like that. What you're wearing on your watch can feed 10 families for a whole week. Now, you go to South Central, to Roscoe's
Chicken and Waffles,
which I don't know exactly where it is located, actually, but it is in, I guess in the black neighborhood.
Yeah.
Some sort of
Chicken and Waffles.
Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You don't take that attitude or floss like that in Beverly Hills on Rodeo Drive. You know why you wouldn't do it? Because you'll stick out like a sore thumb, and on top of that, most white folks will call the fucking police on your ass because they'll tell you straight up, do you belong here? And
they don't give a damn about what you're flossing.
Yeah,
they give a damn about protecting their things because what you're flossing is pennies to what they have.
Yes, because they shit out the money that you claim that you got.
Right.
I want you to be honest. Now, it's not disrespecting the brother. Please let me know. I don't know him personally. I'm respecting the fact that he was an artist. I'm respecting the fact that he was robbed. I'm respecting all of that, but I'm trying to understand. You need to stop flossing in the hood. Yeah. Chuck D said it in Public Enemy. What did he say?
I like Nikes.
I like Nikes, but wait a minute. My hood ain't got no money. Put some money in it. How much of your funds? Now, please someone correct me if I'm wrong. How much of your millions that you've made have you put back in the hood where you came from?
Now, this is not to say that millionaires or people who have made it out of the hood have not done that.
No.
We're speaking of this instance. We're speaking of the younger generation of rappers that's coming out. Like Moses said, we respect that. We respect him as a black man, as a father, as an artist. But at some point, you've got to realize if you've seen people, more affluent people, get jacked in the neighborhood before you made it, what made you think it wasn't going to happen to you? Yeah. And we're not saying that you got what you deserve, but I think you got what you came for.
Thank you. I mean, you at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles eating with almost $1 million worth of jewelry on your body.
Come on now.
To people who would probably never see $1 million, let alone $85,000.
To people who can barely afford Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
And you flossing like that, and you don't think for 1 second that they're going to want to take what you got. But I'm sorry, but this generation, they come out and say, you hate, man. Why don't you go ahead and work for it? Okay, you give me one job that you're going to actually work. That's going to give you enough money to purchase an $85,000 watch.
A legal job. How many people are not looking to make quick money, i.e. social media?
Yeah. And
most people on social media, millionaires, ain't got a damn skill.
Yeah, but hold fast. You say women out here are the exotic dancers. Why they dance? Because it's fast money.
Really fast money.
But they don't want the label of being called a stripper. I'm trying to understand how you make that sale. You want the job, but you don't want the label.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying it is so quick for us to come out the mouth and say the famous line, black on black crime.
Of course, because that's what's pushed in the forefront.
Now, I'm going to throw something at you, and you're going to sit there and call me a conspiracy theorist and all this. I'm just talking outside of my neck. But you know what? Give me the smoke, because guess what? I got a smoke mask for it.
Let's do it.
Does it not seem odd that record companies are now having their artists sign life insurance policies naming the record company the beneficiary. Then the artist gets murdered in his prime.
And the money of the murder goes to the beneficiary, who is
the record label, not the family. Now, if I'm a white man who has about 10 artists under my belt that has life insurance policies, and we're going to say they pay out $1 million, $2, $3, $4 million per artist, and my artist is not selling like he used to, how do I get my money back that I've invested?
Gotta recoup them coins, because that's what businesses are about.
Then he subsequently is murdered by a black man.
He spent all this time having this jewelry and doing all this stuff. Now all of a sudden a location was sent out to where he was, and bing, just like that, done.
He's murdered. Nipsey Hussle, murdered. Pop Smoke, murdered. Young Dolph, murdered.
Yeah.
Now PNB Rock, murdered. All by black men.
So what's the first thing we're going to say? What's the first thing they're going to project in the news?
Man, black on black crime, man. And it's the easiest crime that you can have an open and closed shut case. It's overdone. Never think about the record label, though.
No investigation needed.
Now watch this. I'm going to hear you the flip. Say my wife. I'm using my wife as an example. My wife is married before me. She has a life insurance policy on her husband.
Right.
That deems her the beneficiary. All of a sudden, the husband dies. Oh man, I'm so sorry for your loss. She gets paid. Now she marries me. Life insurance policy again. She's deemed the beneficiary. All of a sudden, I die.
Who get the money?
I'm so sorry for your loss. Hold up. Miss Kroll, you need to come back here for a second. You had 2 husbands.
With the same fate.
They both died. And you're the beneficiary. That's kind of odd. Let's do some further investigation. But on PNB Rock, Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph, we ain't gonna look at the record company. Why?
You don't have to.
Why? Please. Black on black crime.
Yeah.
Black folks can't sit together. Black people always hating. Crabs in the barrel. Now, of course, you'll say, I'm reaching.
I don't, and I say you're not reaching far. People aren't reaching far enough.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's so easy to exonerate the whole entire white race. The record company, like white people, honestly, are not that fucking devious. Need I say Katrina? Well, Katrina, that was a God thing. That was a dude. We're talking about to save lives.
You know how many more God things have happened in other countries that have been taken care of overseas. You can send money overseas, but you can't send it down south. Hell, even water trickles down.
Come on now.
You couldn't send money down that Mississippi River?
Yeah. Then all of a sudden, what happens? You want to say Katrina was a God act. Okay. The levee was broke.
That was man-made. Yeah, that was man-made.
And then you had the devastation was in. People are still finding dead bodies. They were finding dead bodies when they came back to New Orleans to try to rebuild. They were still finding dead bodies. So you're going to sit there and try to tell me that what I just said about record labels having their artists sign life insurance policies, then all of a sudden they're cut down in their prime where the record label ain't got nothing to do with it?
That's purely black on black crime.
Come on, man. Y'all need to stop this. We got to stop believing that we're exonerating the whole white race.
They ain't all bad, huh?
Come on, man. All the bullshit that they've already done. History shows you this. But you know what y'all will come out about, some of y'all say? Watch this. They all ain't bad.
Mm-hmm.
What about that white man that adopted that black kid? You know, love is colorblind.
Yeah. It ain't. It really ain't.
So, if I'm a child molester, and all of a sudden I'm adopting a child, would you not think differently about me? Would you not find that a little bit peculiar, thinking I'm going to do harm to this child?
Yeah.
But it's amazing how you can turn a blind eye to this white man or this white family adopting these black kids and don't never say shit. But come out of the mouth and call me the racist.
Because the only thing you can really provide a black child as a non-white family is shelter, food.
Yeah,
not a sense of self, not a sense of worth, none of that.
But that's so wrong. I mean, how you gonna come out of the mouth and say something like that? That is so wrong. White people are they're grace. They make no mistakes. They're
Love is not
people.
Blind, colorblind. People are blind.
Get the hell out of here.
That's all.
Bullshit. All I am saying is, it sounds very, very peculiar, and damn it, I'm gonna go out of the mouth and say it. This shit is wrong. Seriously.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I want you to check this out. I think we should put this. Bushwick Bill went ahead and had a lawsuit on Rap-A-Lot Records.
Yeah.
For the very same situation, because he wasn't paid back royalties from his album.
Yeah.
So he found out that they also had a life insurance policy on him.
Now, Bushwick Bill died in 2019. So
now, hold on, that was natural causes, I believe. It wasn't.
Pancreatic cancer.
It wasn't black on black crime. But once again, they have a life insurance policy on him, and the attorney for the record company said these words: "It may be unheard of, and it may seem somewhat heartless," and I'm paraphrasing, may be somewhat heartless, but how can a record label recoup their investment?
There are lots of ways.
By having if they don't have a life insurance policy on their artists, and then they put it on the artists, pretty much for their recreational practices, but that are very high risk. Yeah, I know it's high risk when you got somebody set out to kill me.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I'm going too deep. I'm sorry, I'm just reaching.
And there are different ways to recoup.
Yeah.
I mean, you can even have it to where artists, because they'll what the record label will also do is they will release unheard of music or music that was shelved. They'll release it, as they say, posthumously after the death of the artist, in order to make the sales and get the money in.
Because he wasn't selling like that at first, but now that he's been murdered, all of a sudden his sales going through the roof.
Exactly. So if that's the case, then record labels can have them do what's called a courtesy project, a courtesy album. Yeah. Call it what you will. You already have your money up front, but regardless, even if record labels tell them to do that, they're still going to put a policy on them. And that's the thing. You'll never know if the policy's been put on.
You never know, because they put it in the contract. Yeah. And we don't like to read. and then what happens?
And you'll sign it because you're coming from nothing, and these people are offering you everything.
Yeah.
Or a fast way to get it.
Yeah. Now, I know a lot of people may watch this video and be like, man, y'all talking crazy, but my wife just said a very good point. They put a record out after you have been murdered, because the record sales will go through the roof.
Now, that's not weird. That's crazy. Why would you not give it to the family? This young man had a child. I believe 2 children. Yeah, I believe this young man had 2 children. So, really? But anyway.
But I'm sorry. I guess I'm a racist.
I call you a realist.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand, does that not make sense? I mean, seriously, does that not make sense? You really think the record company loves you that much that they don't want to see your ass perish when you're not making money for them? You mean I got to sit here and wait until you die of natural causes and collect on an insurance policy?
Even a regular job, if you're not producing, they get rid of you. Oops. I'm sorry, have I said too much?
I'm just saying. They are employees.
And you can always refill the position.
Come on now. How many black young brothers you know that know how to rap? That ain't ready to go ahead and be the next rap superstar?
Whether they know how to do it or not. The only thing you have to do is be in the right place at the right time.
That's right. I'm just trying to tell you, we need to stop looking at the surface and dig deeper into the situation. What did they do in the 80s with crack? Every time a young black male was found dead, they threw crack on him and said he was a crack dealer.
Yep, case closed. Case freaking closed.
I'm just being real. Come on. You know how many cases are still open in D.C.? From the 80s? Hell, from the 60s and 70s?
And people that are still locked up from then.
Come on now. They was locking us up for years. And now weed is legal.
And they still locked up.
I'm just saying. It sounds kind of crazy to me. That's all. It's just like it is. Saying black on black crime, saying that we hate on each other, it's a bunch of bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a serious cop-out.
It's bullshit.
It's so much so that we even use it.
We're the only fucking race that would come out of the mouth and say some shit like that.
And we the only race that got our own specific type of crime. We so lucky.
Man. Get the hell out of here. Wake up. DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God, they was going back and forth. After my man PNB Rock was murdered. And DJ Envy said, like most black folks have made it, why shouldn't I be able to wear what I want to wear, drive what I want to drive, and not worry about being attacked by my own? And Charlamagne the God said, yeah, in a perfect world. You're absolutely correct. You should be able to do so. But we're not in a perfect world.
Yeah, he said that's what it should be. If we keep basing things off what it should be, we're not paying attention to what it is. And until we pay attention to what it is, what should be will never happen.
Thank you.
We're gonna keep having these issues. Yeah. Of course, it's plain and simple. Of course you should be able to do stuff. You should be able to do what you want. That's just like when women and some men saying, well, little girls and women should be able to wear whatever they want without having unwarranted looks or advances or comments from men. Well, of course.
Yeah.
We know that.
In a perfect world, yes.
Yeah, but knowing that there are people out there who are predators and pedophiles and stuff like that, why would you not be cautious of that? Why would you not be cognizant of that? You know why? Because everyone has that Napoleon attitude, or that it ain't gonna happen to me. I wish somebody would. No, you don't. You don't wish anybody would. But the fact is, you don't have to walk around wishing somebody would, if you pay attention to what you're doing.
And I'm going to say this to piggyback off what she said. It does not mean that if you're fully dressed or you're fully dressed and you're not being provocative aware, that you couldn't possibly become sexually assaulted or whatever. We're not saying that. Right. What we're saying is what's wrong with being safe? Do I blame PNB Rock for being murdered and robbed? I'm not blaming him. What I am saying is, you're in a position or in a place where it's more likely that can happen to you because you draw attention to yourself and you're showing your wealth. And
it more than likely could have been avoided.
Yes. Why you wearing off $500,000 worth of jewelry
at a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle
in a poor neighborhood?
Come on.
Why you flossing a $1 million car in a poor neighborhood? Like I said, you could have gone anywhere. Hell, you could wear a ring. But no, not you.
You could have not worn any of that.
You want to be all this. And see, the thing is, okay, if you're going to do that, do understand, my father said it best. When you dress like a ghost, the goblins come out to play. Sorry. Yeah. You put attention to yourself.
Again, we're not saying you got what you deserve.
No, but you brought attention to yourself.
Yeah. Unwarranted attention. Unneeded. Yes. We already know who you are.
Come on,
so,
man. And you gave your location. When the young lady you were with gave their location.
Yeah, I got a question about that too.
That's a setup.
But yeah, that's a setup.
I'm not just saying.
Okay, let's see how much money the record label give her.
We sit around here and be like, you know what? Okay, and I'm gonna talk about this Nipsey Hussle thing real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Nipsey Hussle was Nipsey Hussle for a lot of years. Nipsey Hussle, he's gang affiliated, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. So you know what? I'm gonna say that I don't know if he is or he isn't. But My point is this. Doesn't it spark you as odd that as soon as he bought the strip mall, he soon after got murdered? I'm going to say it again. Soon as he bought the strip mall, doesn't it spark you as odd that now he's murdered?
Well.
And the idea of a white landowner, developer, didn't want to just come in and tear that strip mall down and build some high-rise or some apartments or a mall that he wanted only certain people to come in. Because the property value at this present time is low.
Yeah.
When you got a lot of killings, you got drugs and stuff like that, the property value goes down. So the white land developer comes in and buys it cheap.
Yeah.
That's business. Buy cheap, go long. I'm just saying. My mother says I give white people way too much power. Well, it's kind of hard not to when they have all the power.
That part.
I mean, I'm just saying. And I think they did catch the suspect who murdered Nipsey Hussle, which was a brother, but they let this sister go who drove him to the spot and had the getaway. So
the accomplice is gone. Okay. Since when do they do that? Especially for us. This, maybe. This, never. Come on. But okay.
So, I'm on.
I'm Ray. That's our time. We thank you for yours. Thank you again so much for selecting this video. Thank you so much to our new subscribers and to our returning. Until the next video, wake up and look deeper into things.
And I want you to comment on this. And if I'm wrong in anything that I've said, please let me know.
Let us know.
Because I do more research. I will. And we can actually go back and forth because I'll have no problem debating. I'm so serious. And if I'm wrong, I'll have no problem with letting you know I was wrong.
And look out for our live chats. We're going to have some live chats coming really soon. Real soon. I'm not going to give you a specific date because it might be sooner rather than later. But make sure your notification bell is turned on. And to the next video. Peace.